Hey guys, what's up? JK with PornReboot here. Now, one of the reasons why you watch videos from PornReboot is because you want to stop relapsing or control your relapse behavior. Well, to stop relapsing, it's important to understand how relapses occur. And no, it's not as simple as I felt this overwhelming urge and suddenly relapsed, okay? Now, when I work with clients one-on-one, I use a tool called the Relapse Prevention Amplifier to help you identify the 12 phases of your relapse. But we're not going to be getting deep into that today. Today, I'm just going to share the introductory part of the tool, which is the 3 basic stages of relapse. And it's actionable information as usual, which you can take advantage of right now. So let's jump right into it. The first stage is emotional relapse. Now, during this stage, you have zero desire to view pornography. So let's say maybe your last slip wasn't too long ago and the memory of your pain is, it's a little recent. So logically, it doesn't make sense to view porn. However, your emotions and habits, they don't care about your logical decision because they are hardwired into your brain. So there are 4 signs of emotional relapse. The first is isolating yourself. The second is not staying accountable. The third is lack of self-care, so not getting enough sleep, not getting a good diet, not exercising, and no longer staying educated on rebooting. And the biggest problem with emotional relapse is that you become so reliant on your strong logical decision to quit that you deny the fact that you need to take care of yourself, that you need to stay vigilant, you need to set boundaries, you need to stop isolating, you need to stay accountable. And logic can't do any of those things for you. So eventually, your lack of self-care catches up with you when you feel irrationally agitated about your life. And next thing you know, you've arrived at the next stage of relapse, which is called mental relapse. So that's stage 2. Now at this stage, you know you want to watch porn, but your logical decision tells you that you shouldn't. And this is where your willpower kicks in. And it's a constant battle of supremacy that ensues between your logical decision and your emotions. And you guys know what's up. Your emotions always win, but they always win for just 2 reasons. The first is because logical decisions depend on willpower, and emotions are made up of neurochemicals. So your willpower will eventually exhaust you, especially if you've been isolating yourself, if you've not been staying accountable, and you've not been taking care of yourself. No self-care. And the second reason is that continuously using your willpower and fighting this battle distracts you from other important aspects of your life. So unless you're a monk or recluse with no responsibilities, you'll eventually seek to escape and to take a break from this battle in order to focus on your other responsibilities in life. So how do we identify a mental relapse? Here are 4 signs of mental relapse. The first is when you start minimizing the negative impact of your past relapses. And when you start bargaining with yourself, when you start saying, only once a month, or just this one time, or only masturbation and no porn, and so on. Next is when you have increased urges, and finally, when you start searching for ways to slip, looking for porn on Twitter and on social media, that sort of thing. Now, at this stage, it's only a matter of being in a high-risk situation that can push you over the edge. So, particularly stressful day, going on vacation, an argument with your wife, a sex scene on a movie, some sort of explicit material on social media, that's all it takes to get you to the next stage, which is physical relapse. Now, you slipped, okay? Here's the interesting thing about slipping and viewing porn or masturbating. When you slip, during a slip, many men focus on how much porn or how many times they masturbated during the slip. But what this does is that it takes away from the impact of the moment when you crossed your boundary. That's what's important. So that first time that you edge, you touch yourself without ejaculating, when you edge in the shower or in bed, that first porn scene you watched for a few seconds, then turned it off, that was the moment that changed everything. That was the catalyst for your mental relapse. Your thoughts were not obsessive until you decided to take a specific action, such as looking at something explicit or edging. Now, the biggest mistake your logical mind makes while trying to prevent a relapse is thinking that preventing a relapse is as simple as saying no right before you're about to masturbate, ejaculate, or watch porn, right? Unfortunately, that's the most difficult time to stop, brother. True relapse prevention involves preventing yourself from ever getting to the point of emotional, mental, or physical relapse. And that's where a system comes in. And one of the most common statements made by my clients when they first reach out to me is this. They say, JK, I never want to even think about viewing porn again. You feel that by thinking about porn, you're not rebooting, you're not making progress. And this is not true. Thinking about porn and masturbating is a normal part of your reboot. You can't erase your memories of pornography, but with the right tools and systems, you can control these thoughts until your brain rewires. Then you no longer crave that experience. That's it, brothers. The 3 stages of relapse from the Relapse Prevention Amplifier tool in the PornReboot system. So I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Now, brothers, whenever you're ready, there are 3 ways that I can help you end your compulsive behavior with porn, masturbation, or sex. The first way is you can grab a free copy of my ebook, Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men. And this is the roadmap to ending your porn and masturbation addiction. There's a link to it in the description below. The second way, and this is really helpful, brothers, join our free Reboot Facebook group. Join other men who are ending their behavior. Get yourself an accountability partner. Get into a community. Get support for free. And the final way is to join our group coaching program. So our next season is starting soon. Join it. It's one of the most effective, if not the most effective, online group coaching program on the internet. It's the PornReboot Intensive. If you'd like to be a part of the group, just schedule a call with one of my team members. There's a link to that in the description below. And there's one final thing. If you want to work with me privately, I take only 3 clients per quarter. But if you'd like to work with me one-on-one to take you to permanent freedom from your behavior with porn and masturbation, and you're over the age of 25, you're in a relationship, and you're a business owner or you're a high performance professional, just request a call by using the link in the description below. It's one of the final links, and all you got to do is tell me a little bit about your situation, what you'd like to work on, and I'll get you all the details, okay? Brothers, I really appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Share it with 3 or more men whom you feel could benefit from it. Share it on your social media if you're still using social media. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so that you know when we next release a video. I release videos 3 times weekly now. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.